All right, we are back. Another one for you. Am I the asshole? Okay, this one doesn't have the Am I the asshole title, so I'm just going to say what the title is, okay?
Got you. Yeah. Use your creativity.
I'll try. My wife has applied to be a surrogate without my knowledge.
That's wild.
That's the title.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
My wife, 31 female, walks up to me, 35 male, this morning and proceeds to tell me she applied and was approved to be a surrogate mother. We've been married for 2 years together. 7. You've been together 7, married 2.
Got you.
Have 2 kids of their own and have been trying for a third. She's a stay-at-home mom, and I provide for the family. I'm clearly agitated by this situation. I'm not yelling and screaming mad, but I'm upset. This decision affects our entire family. Not only have we been trying for our own baby, but this is going to be hard on our family, on our relationship, on her body, on her mental and emotional health. I've expressed all of this to her, and all she came up with is that it's a selfless act to help another family, which I understand it helps another family, but at what cost? Her marriage? Her kids? I can't stop what I'm doing to take care of her when she's pregnant, especially if it's not my kid. I don't need or want the money she would be paid for carrying the child, as well as we are well off already because of what I provide. So please, Reddit, tell me, how am I the asshole here? All right.
I don't think he's wrong.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I could be wrong because I'm coming in from a perspective of a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think being a surrogate is something that a man and a woman have to agree on, like a wife and a husband, right?
100%.
Yes, it's her body, 100%. And I don't have right over what she does with her body. I get it, but that's a decision that's going to impact both of us, you know. And I would feel super uncomfortable with her making that big of a decision at a time where not only do I feel uncomfortable with it, but we're also trying for our own third. Like I want a kid, you know? Right. Why are you trying to, and it sounds kind of mean if I say it like that, but we should invest in our own family before we go outward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, that you and I have been talking about having a third kid and what type of life looks like for us. But for you to go without my knowledge to this organization to support other families, I'm not okay with that. We should talk about all major decisions in life. I'm not saying tell me everything you do in life, you know, but something such as that impacts us for 9 months
and longer, probably.
Talk to me. Like, we should come to, maybe we can talk about, to be honest, I don't even feel comfortable with that at any point, you know. But right. If, like, let's say I would have loved to be in the decision-making process where we can bounce ideas off each other and give our own okay. Mm-hmm. Is he the asshole for feeling this way? 100% not. Like, he has every right to speak his opinion on something that's going to impact his life and his kids, you know? So that's my take on it.
So, sorry, they're trying to get a third kid?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah,
so they currently have 2, trying to get a third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's not the asshole for how he feels. He's the asshole for how he's going to handle the situation. Because if she's looking to be a surrogate and she's saying it's a selfless act and it's beneficial for other people that can't have children and things like that, she's looking for self-fulfillment. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's probably in the crib all day, bored after the kids. I don't know how old the kids are, but they probably go to school. They probably have other things, and she's just at home. So I'd have that conversation instead of, what about this speaks to you? Why do you feel like you have to do this? And going forward, how do you see this happen? How do you see this happening? And what are other things that can match the fulfillment that you would get from this?
Good
point. And try to do that research with her instead of just trying to shoot down this one idea that she may have done some little bit of thought about. Because if you come into this without no thought and you're talking to someone that's been researching this probably for a few weeks now, you sound like a weirdo. You sound off.
Highly disagree with that.
Okay.
Disagree. If this surrogacy was planned or before the husband's knowledge or anything like that, I wouldn't mind if this was somebody from like a personal or a close family. But this is something she applied to, like a job, without somebody knowing.
Right.
And knowing that they both want to have a third child, and not knowing or not even mentioning that to your husband. Yeah, by the way, we're gonna have a stopgap. I'm giving birth to somebody else's kid, and then we're gonna get, which I feel like is way too much to not to share with somebody.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I've heard the stories of people, they have like pacts as a kid, as you know, if we can't have kids, I'll carry your kids type of thing. If it was that scenario, I'd understand. But this is something you apply to without no one's knowledge.
Mhm.
And then you already decided this is what's going to happen. I understand it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
But if the backlash is your own family is going to feel from that, I don't see how the cost benefit is going to work out for you.
Right.
She's definitely the asshole for not communicating. That part I shouldn't mention.
Mm-hmm.
She should have mentioned to him before she signed up
Yeah.
for some shit. Because you signed up for you're not only signed up for your body, you signed up for your environment to change. So that I agree with. But the discussion part on both hands, that's the only piece I add, is that he needs to communicate with her about why she's making the decision. Because she obviously hasn't been assimilated yet. There's still a chance to like dead it. There's no closed book. This has already been done.
Right.
This is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But there's obviously she didn't do it, so there's obviously time for that discussion to happen and the mind to be changed.
Yeah.
But sorry, you want to say something too?
No. I just basically Abdul said everything I wanted to say. Shout out, I feel no need. Another thing I thought, just to push back, the one thing that you said was, I think he's a weirdo if he comes at it from an angle of this, you shouldn't do it like that. I don't want to. Is that exactly how you said it?
No, I think if you're gonna come to someone that made this decision and put some thought into it and try to use anger to change her decision, is the only part I would be opposed to. Because you're not gonna, if I stand on what I believe right now, and you just kind of try to snap at me to try and change my decision, you seem like a weirdo right now. Because this is not how to approach me.
It's different though, because you and I are friends. Like, it's different when I am married to somebody where our decisions impact each other's lives. Like, I wouldn't, like, if there's anything that's huge that I need to get her consent on, her and I are talking about it. Like, it goes both ways. Like,
I more so think that he's saying though, he's saying that the guy or the person is justified to be upset or like angry, right? Is that what you're saying?
I said that off top. He can feel how he wants to feel. He's right. He's not an asshole for how he feels.
It's more so the approach that you guys disagree on, right?
You're just saying like if he sure. Okay. I don't think I would be angry. Like, I'm putting myself in the perspective of this guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be angry, but I'd be really hurt. Like why am I not included in your major life decisions?
I think that's the underlying the underlying issue here is that
communication.
There's a lack of communication.
And this is a red flag too, you know? Like, what else?
But I also agree with what Mukhtar was saying earlier, that if this is some kind of like self-fulfillment thing, or if this is some kind of a thing that this person needs to do for themselves, then at least incorporate me in that decision, you know, like give me the respect of, yo, this is something I have to do for myself. Even if you're like, I really, 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 really don't see myself not doing this. Like, let's discuss it together. Let's get to a point where we can understand each other's thinking. And even if we do disagree down the line, at least we'll have had the conversation and see each other's perspectives. Because like right now, going into it blind, you're just completely just shitting on the nuclear family that they have at home.
Yeah.
They're not going to have an active mom to kids as often, right? The mom's going to be, going through pregnancy issues too. Like the father or the husband will have to do some more supporting for her, right? And like he said, they don't need this financially. So this is just something that his partner wants to do for herself, you know? So if that's the case, then I would feel disrespected as your partner where you didn't even include me in that decision at all.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're married and we share a life together. So that's the disconnect in this conversation is the lack of the communication. But I still do feel like, you know, if somebody's going to make a huge decision that's going to affect them like that, there's got to be some kind of a basis or reasoning that needs to be shared.
Yeah.
You know, so in that sense, I don't think that the guy's the asshole. I think that the partner, I don't think that they're an asshole either. I just think that they're a little bit
lost.
Yeah, they're a little lost right now, you know, and I feel like they're also missing the fact that they can use their husband as a communication source to guide them through what they're trying to go through in life. They're missing that aspect of their relationship. So in that sense, it's complicated, you know, very complicated.
She decided to stay home, be a stay-at-home wife. So that's a big selfless act. That didn't fulfill her. So she needed something more drastic to happen in her life to feel like, okay, I'm making an impact on other people's lives already when she's already a stay-at-home mom and she controls that environment. So yeah, there's something deeper going on there.
And it's interesting too, because to go through a pregnancy is a decision to make.
Mhm.
Whether it's your kid or not, it's like your body's going to feel the effects of this. So she must have thought about it,
Yeah.
but to not include her husband in that thought is a little wild to me.
Also, I think she's missing the point where, depending on how old their kids are, they're gonna notice. Like, how would you explain to them there's this baby coming into this world, but it's not really related to you?
That's true.
He's gonna go away. How do you explain? Depending on if these kids are old enough to understand, okay, baby means little brother or little sister.
Right.
How do you explain to them? No, he's here for 9 months and he's going away. He won't be back. I think she's kind of. I see her point where she's like, okay, this is a selfless act, but she's going about it all the wrong ways.
Mhm.
Where it's affecting everybody, not only her husband, her marriage. I don't see a way in which you can, because she has coming from a good point. How do you explain to somebody it's a good thing, but you're doing it wrong?
Mhm.
And if this is something she feels like she has to do, I feel like that's a very tough conversation to have.
It is.
I agree.
So asshole decisions.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, but depending on what he does, he can be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not the asshole. And side note, I don't
What,
like
what would you do?
Hmm?
What would he do?
No, in terms of if it's just you're not doing this, you can't do this type of thing, and
Yeah.
then sets an ultimatum. Usually,
And the
people
marriage or
don't.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he would be an asshole. You're
Mhm.
right. Yeah. Because there's already life being given here. So
Yeah,
interesting.
not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, but yeah, I do agree. It depends on his next steps because that can make him an asshole.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And yourself?
Same here. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Okay. Now let us know what you think in the comments below. This is a little tricky one. I'm not going to lie, but yeah, these things happen in real life, you know?
Mm.
Interesting. Behind closed doors, people actually going through issues like this, and that's scary.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments. We will be back next time with another one. Coffee Break Podcast.
Peace.